Hi, you're watching TechCrunch TV. My name is Colleen Taylor. Here with me in the studio today, I'm very pleased to have Brad Garlinghouse, who is the CEO of YouSendIt, which is now going to have a new corporate moniker. So welcome to the studio.
Great to be here. Thanks for having me.
So let's just get the news out right away. What is the new name for YouSendIt? A big rebranding effort here.
Big rebrand, big new product launch. We really felt like the YouSendIt name was constraining us. YouSendIt is a great name for who we were as a company, where we started and helping move big files. You know, where we are today is actually very different than that. We help people do things far beyond just send large files. And certainly where we're going as a company, we felt like it's a name that didn't capture that. And so the new name of the company is going to be Hightail. And Hightail, we feel like, captures some of that movement and agility that, you know, is part of our heritage around send, and that's part of our DNA. But it also is something that we can fill with meaning that goes well beyond just that send event.
Okay. And can you give me any kind of hint as to what it is that you want to do beyond that? I mean, and you're already doing things beyond that, I suppose, but what does the future hold?
So, you know, one of the things we believe very deeply is that you aren't just going to have a single cloud where you manage your files. I mean, today I use services like Evernote, and I have a Dropbox account, and I have a YouSendIt account, and I have a Gmail account. So I have all these different cloud services. One of the things we think a lot about is that it isn't just going to be a single cloud future. And how do we let you do things across clouds? We bought a small company earlier this year called Found.
Yes.
And Found allows you to search across your different cloud services. And we feel like that's a good indication of how we see the future and where it's going.
Okay, good stuff. And give me some numbers here, because YouSendIt has been around for a long time, since 2004.
Yeah.
You've just been on board for the past little over a year here.
Exactly.
How big is YouSendIt?
So YouSendIt, as you said, started live around 2004. We are up to now over 43 million registered users that have associated with the YouSendIt brand, that we want to reintroduce this new brand. We have over 200 employees and have grown the business very, very nicely. The send-centric business has been a great business for us, no question. But really over the past 12, 18 months, it's expanded. And our corporate customers in particular, we're delivering a whole suite of services, ranging from helping you manage large files to, storing everything in the cloud, allowing you to e-sign on the fly, and again, kind of one price point to kind of bring all these things together in one package.
Okay, and I also want to ask, because there is something else here that is definitely changing today. You are no longer limiting the amount of storage that people have? Yeah,
one of the things that I think is inevitable for all of us, storage is the ultimate commodity, and we're going to see a continued commoditization of storage. And so when you build your business model based upon dollars per gigabyte, that's a tough business over time. So we're going to accelerate that commoditization. And so part of this Hightail brand relaunch and product relaunch is a big push around unlimited storage. So for any of our paid users at any price point, you're going to be able to get unlimited storage. We feel like we can really take that off the table, that you should be able to store as much as you need. It's about how do we help you get stuff done, not just how do we back your data up and store it in a box. How do we actually help keep your ideas moving and sharing and really controlling your content the way you want, so you know who's accessing, who's interacting. Read receipt, as one example, is one of the most popular features.
Huh. And what happens when the people who have been paying for this extra storage, now everybody has the same thing? I mean, what's the psychology of that? How do you expect to manage that?
Well, we did have tiers, and the people who are paying less can get the benefit of unlimited storage, and some of the people who are paying more, have the opportunity to change, what they want to pay us. We still have different aspects of what we offer, but really the primary price point is really $15.99 a month for unlimited everything. Unlimited e-sign, unlimited storage, unlimited send, and I feel like it's a big step in moving the whole category forward.
Now, when you took the reins at YouSendIt May 2012, explain to me the evolution here to make this big rebrand decision. Was this something that as soon as you came on board, you knew that this is something that you needed to do, or how did you come to this decision? Because YouSendIt, so many people, these 43 million people, they know it as YouSendIt, they love it as YouSendIt.
It's not for the faint of heart, for sure. And it's, I think it's a known risk, and we felt like we had to take. When I got to the company, it was clear to me that we needed to assess, was this the right name for our future? If we were just trying to optimize for the short term, we wouldn't be changing the name. You know, for those that have been through a name change, it almost always creates some self-created headwinds in the short term. We felt like we're making a bet that over the next 3 to 5 years, the vision we have for the company is much grander than the YouSendIt name allows us to kind of manage. So we decided pretty early on, let's change the name. We hired a kind of fancy naming firm that did a really good job in helping us research and assess and made scores of recommendations. We narrowed it down, researched a few, and you really came to fall in love with Hightail, both because we loved it. We also did a lot of user testing, and it really has done well.
Okay. And what's next for you now? You've got the name change out of the way. We're looking at another half of 2013 here. What's the biggest thing on your list?
Well, a couple things. I mean, for me, this name change is almost, I would say, like a fog lifting. And what I mean by that is all of our resources from design, engineering, et cetera, you know, every bit that we have is changing. You know, all new mobile applications, all new website across the board, our downloadable applications, our Outlook plugin, all those things are part of the rebrand. So we've been very focused on that. And now with that behind us, I feel like we finally get to invest in really moving the ball forward and changing the landscape a little bit. You know, some of the more straightforward things, localization, we have not been aggressive yet in terms of localizing in various countries, currencies, et cetera. We've done a couple test cases that we've learned from. And then we have some, I think, interesting product ideas, you know, one being around Found and how a cloud-gnostic, you know, a geeky Silicon Valley way of saying cloud-agnostic future, how the cloud-gnostic product experience might evolve.
Okay. Any more acquisitions on deck? Found was such a smart acquisition. I had them in here when they first launched, and I just thought it was such a beautiful product, and I think that was such a smart buy.
Job. A great team. You know, we're always looking at new things. You know, there's a couple things that percolate here and there, and so we definitely, particularly with this rebrand now behind us, are going to be playing offense, and we think there's some interesting stuff going on around us.
Good stuff. Well, Brad Garlinghouse, thank you for coming by.
Absolutely.
With Hightail now.
Thank you very much.